Hello everyone, welcome to the first problem of third experiment of level 1 turn to software course. Today's session will be divided into two parts. In the first part, we'll discuss something new, and in the later part, we'll apply that knowledge. So let's get started. The first thing we should know is resonance frequency. So what is resonance frequency? Resonance frequency is the frequency at which source voltage and source current are in phase. What does that mean? As in a RLC circuit, there are capacitor and inductor. The source current is normally not in phase with source voltage, but at a certain frequency, the source voltage and source current eventually get in phase. That frequency is called resonance frequency. We get resonance frequency for both RLC series circuit and RLC parallel circuit. But as the first problem is associated with RLC series circuit, we will talk about RLC series resonance in this problem. So let's first have a look at a RLC series circuit. So this is a RLC series circuit where voltage source, resistor, capacitor and inductor are all in series. So as we know, reactive impedance, that means the capacitive impedance and the inductive impedance both depend on frequency. So as frequency changes, both of their values change. So at a certain frequency, both of these values actually null each other out. So we are left with only resistive impedance in the circuit. That frequency is called resonance frequency. And as the impedance is resistive, the source voltage and source current get in phase. So I hope I am clear to you all about resonance frequency. So now let's have a look at this plot. Here we can say at resonance frequency, the current is maximum. This is because as the reactive part of the impedance is gone, the impedance is minimum, so the current gets maximum at resonant frequency. So this is all about resonance frequency. Now let's move on to frequency sweep. So what is frequency sweep? Frequency sweep is a plot where the horizontal axis would be the frequency axis. That means the variable is frequency, and we get the circuit response for different values of this frequency, and we plot all those values. So this is frequency sweep. So I hope I am clear to you all about these topics. Now let's go to the execution. So we first have a look at the circuit. So we need a VAC, we need a resistor, and an inductor and a capacitor. So we'll go to schematic and get all of them. So VAC, R, L, and a capacitor. Control R to rotate it. Now I will draw the line. Now I will put the ground earth here. So I will put the values now. So let's go to the circuit. 120 volt AC magnitude and 0 phase. So I will put the value. Now if there was any DC offset, we have to put that value here. So as there is no DC offset here, we will not put any value here. So AC magnitude will be 120 volt and AC phase will be 0. And say OK. The resistor is 2K. 2K. The inductance is 10 millihenry and the capacitance is 50 nanofarad. 50 nanofarad. And we have put the values. Now I will give those nodes some name. So this node will be first node 1, this will be second node, and this will be third node. Now there is a question you might ask, why did we use VAC instead of Vsin? So in Vsin we have to specify a frequency. So Vsin does the work for a fixed frequency, but frequency sweep requires varied frequency. That means frequency should be a variable, but to do the business with Vsin we have to keep the frequency fixed. So we can't do frequency shift with Vsin, so we need VAC here. So I hope you all know why we used VSE here. So now let's go to the tasks. So the first task is find resonant frequency mathematically. So I did the mathematical calculation and the resonant frequency was around 7.1 kHz. So the first task is done. Now we have to do the second thing, which is frequency sweep. Now to do frequency sweep we have to keep one thing in mind, that is the resonant frequency. Okay, so now let's go to the problem. To do frequency sweep we need to go to setup analysis, then select AC sweep, and there are three options here. So we can do a linear AC sweep, we can do octave frequency sweep, or we can do decade frequency sweep. I will show all of them to you, and here are some parameters. So there are 101 points to draw the plot. This is fine. Start frequency 10, this is also fine. But here in end frequency we know the resonant frequency is 7k, so the end frequency must be greater than that. So we will put for instance 15k here and say OK, and we'll close it, and then we will simulate this one. Save, and here we go. Now we need to plot current. Here all the currents are same because they go through the same line, so we will just plot one of them and say OK. So here is the plot. Now what's the specialty of linear plot? Here between these main lines, if we see the difference, there is 2k Hz frequency difference. Even in the next two lines there is 2k Hz frequency difference. So the frequency difference between these main lines is uniform. So this is the specialty of linear plot. But if we clear this one out and go to the problem and the circuit and change it to decade for instance and say OK and close it and then simulate this one, we see the difference between the main lines isn't same. So this is more of a logarithmic graph. So this is the main difference between the plots. When do we use it? We use it for a vast range or a big range. So now I will plot this one, IR1 for instance, and plot it. So this is the graph. So I will just make some small changes and then simulate it again. So I will put the end frequency to be 100k and say OK and close it and simulate it again. And now I will plot the current again. Now we know at resonant frequency the current is maximum. So to find out the resonant frequency we need to get the peak here. So first we will go to toggle cursor, then cursor peak. Cursor peak actually will give us the peak here. So I will select this one and then mark level. Mark level shows us the value. So here we go. So we can see the resonant frequency is 7.1k. This is similar to the value we got in mathematical calculation. So the plot is correct and the mathematical calculation was also correct. So now let's move on to the next task. The next task is plot phase of current. So we need to plot phase of current. So we will simulate this one and now plot the phase. To plot phase you need to get P out of here and put some current here. So I will put IR1 here and say OK. So here we get the phase. Now we know that at resonance frequency both the source voltage and source current's phase are same. So as the source voltage phase was 0, the current phase will be 0 at resonant frequency. So we need to get this point out of here. To get this we will first go to toggle cursor, then select this point and then mark level. So here we can see the resonant frequency is 7.0741k, which is nearly the same as our value in mathematical calculation. So this plot is also correct. So I'll just close this one and go to our tasks. So the fourth task is plot VL versus F, VC versus F, VR versus F, and I versus F. So we'll first go to the plot or circuit, and here we can see VR is V1 minus V2. So we'll simulate this one and we'll plot V1 minus V2 to get the voltage across the resistor. Here we go. Then that voltage across inductor is V2 minus V3. So we'll plot this as well. So we'll go to address and select V2 minus V3 and say OK. To get the capacitive voltage, we need to get V3. So we'll select V3 here and say OK. And lastly, we'll get the current. So I'll plot IR1 here and say OK. So here you can see that we can't actually see the shape of the current. So I will just multiply this current to some amount. For instance, 1000 here and say OK. So we can see the shape of the current. Now here are three things to specify. One is the peak of capacitive voltage come before resonant frequency, and the peak of the inductive voltage comes after the resonant frequency. And at resonance frequency, both the capacitive voltage and the inductive voltage is same. So I will repeat the points. So the peak of the capacitive voltage comes before resonant frequency. The peak of the inductive voltage comes after the resonance frequency. And at resonance frequency, both the capacitive voltage and the inductive voltage is same. So these 3 points are very important. So I have already completed all the things here. So these are mainly the things that you require in problem 1. So this is